Hello everybody and welcome to beautiful Newport, Oregon on the central Oregon coast. Considered the Dungeness Crab Capital of the world and much, much more. Newport is an historic city that caters to residents and visitors of all ages and interests. It is a city comprised of distinct neighborhoods including Agate Beach, where you can visit the Yaquina Head Lighthouse, surf, or go clamming. Nye Beach, where you can walk the beach and visit an incredible array of shops, restaurants, and lodging establishments. The historic Bayfront, which is a working fishing port and home to a variety of shops, restaurants, and also lodging establishments, and located downhill from Newport's other lighthouse, the Yaquina Bay Lighthouse. Also from South Beach, which is home to the Oregon Coast Aquarium and Hatfield Marine Science Center. Newport is often described as the most authentic city on the entire Oregon coast. Whatever your interest, a warm coastal welcome awaits you in historic Newport.
So the cool thing about Newport is this is a real working fishing town. So even the historic town part where you come downtown and all the restaurants and stuff are, all the fishermen and stuff, they're working. So you come by like Pacific Seafood and guys are out on their forklifts and guys are catching fish and you got all these boats and stuff heading out and doing their thing, so pretty neat. And when you walk through, it definitely smells like a fish. Go. What are we doing?
We're walking across the Yaquina Bay Bridge.
We're nuts.
A little bit. It'd be nicer if they had this all along down there.
Yeah, that's a long ways down there. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're on top of this bridge like a bunch of psychos. Not exactly sure why we're doing this.
Because I wanted to.
All right, we made it off that crazy bridge. That was pretty nuts, but beautiful views from up there. So if you're not scared of heights, definitely something cool to do, but very little barrier from you and the cars. And so if you do it, there are parts of the bridge as you get taller.
The middle, I think it was the middle had a barrier, but this, the whole far end.
It's still a sidewalk, but it's, you know, if somebody were to come up over the curb, you know, you're done.
It was a pretty thick curb, but they can still climb it.
Pretty cool. At least something cool to do and something we never done before. So not a bad view.
So you can't come to the Oregon coast without getting some seafood. So we're at one of our favorite places in Newport, which is the South Beach Fish Market. And they have just a market in there where you can buy stuff to go, but then they also cook food. So all your fish and chips or halibut and chips and scallops and any type of seafood that you could possibly want, clam chowder, things of that nature. They've got some nice outdoor seating stuff that we'll show you as well. It can get really busy though too, so there might be times when you come by and have to wait for 30 minutes to an hour just to get some food, but looks like tonight we might get pretty lucky.
Alright, what do we get?
We both got halibut fish and chips.
Good.
All right, got hot sauce, vinegar, and tartar sauce. So fresh. That's why you buy seafood at the coast.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic halibut. What do you think?
It was very good. Look at that. Look at that meat.
So we know the fish is good. How are the chips?
Oh, the fries are good.
How many pieces did you get?
A fish? I think
It's like
5.
5 or 6 pieces, right?
Yeah.
13 bucks?
15.
For the halibut.
For the halibut. Yeah. Good portion.
All right, so just like that, that's done.
It took longer waiting for our food than it did to consume our food.
We're very quick eaters, unfortunately. Got a lot of things to do in the world.
Yep.
But anyway, fantastic fish and chips, great value. They're not overly breaded, which I like. I'm not a big fan of the deep fried fish and chips, so if you like the ones that are just a little breaded, those are fantastic. The halibut was great. I mean, it was thick as a hamburger. It was crazy how much fish was in there. And the servings, Kim was saying, she was stuffed, couldn't even barely even finish all the chips, but or fish, but you can't just leave it there. You gotta eat it. So anyway, heading out now to it's about sunset time. I'm gonna go do maybe a quick hike, walk on the beach or something, and then check out the sunset. All right, so the next stop on Kim and Jason's excellent adventure is the Yaquina Bay State Park. Did I even say that right? Yaquina. There's a lighthouse here, just over the bridge in Newport. So just a 5-10 minute drive from this where we're camping at that state park, South Beach, and really pretty up here. Got a lot of picnic tables and stuff if you want to come up here and have a picnic or what have you. And it looks like they have a gift shop or what have you, but it's closed, of course, due to COVID, unfortunately. And then soon you could probably even tour the lighthouse during normal times.
Yeah, it's open. It's not open Monday or Tuesday, but it's open the rest of the week, and it said until 4, but we're here at 6:30. So.
All right, so we are walking down the Yaquina Head trailhead. They got a trail that leads from the parking lot right down to the beach, and you can actually take it out to the jetty. So last night we were across the street where you can actually drive your vehicle, or we walked from the camp, but you can actually drive your vehicle there as well. And we saw a beautiful sunset. Now this is across the bay on the other side, and you can actually walk out here and you actually go to the beach and what have you. And then it looks like they've got some, you can walk part of the jetty too if you wanted to. So there's a jetty on this side, jetty on the other side, and then this has beach access as well. And it sounds like you can walk from this part of the beach all the way down to Nye Beach, which we hope to see or have to show you tomorrow, hopefully.
And if you noticed, we were bouncing. There's a lot of stairs to come down down here
true.
to the beach.
So
and now we're on the sand.
We're on the sand with trails that kind of go all over the place, so you can kind of take it wherever you want. So you got options. I mean, they've got trails that go up anywhere you want to go. You get all kinds of different views. So hopefully we picked the right one, because now we're walking in sand, and this isn't easy. All right, so we're down on the beach, and they've just got these awesome sand dune formations down here. This isn't normal. Like when you come to the beach, normally you just have normal sand that you'd walk in and what have you, but the wind is so crazy down here that it's actually made all these pretty neat formations. Never seen this before, which is kind of surprising because we've been, again, to Newport a bunch of times. We've just never really taken the time to explore it. All right, so we got our hoods on because we have more sand in our ears now than is on the beach here. And I can hear this very well because it's, again, kind of windy. Look at us. We look like Oregonians on the beach. This is what you can expect, even in the summertime. It's supposed to be 70 today, ended up being 50 something.
55.
Been pretty cold, pretty windy. Still beautiful out, but we definitely are bundled up. Cool thing though is if you look around here, you barely see another soul. It's just after 5 p.m. and there's nobody out here. So this is a cool part about the Oregon coast is the further, once you start to get to the middle part of the coast or further south, you just don't get as many people anymore like you do up on the northern parts of the coast. So that's why we always recommend here, Newport's probably about the furthest north I'd recommend. I'd go from here and start heading south. Waldport, Yachats, Bandon, Coos Bay, all those types of places. You're going to find a lot more secluded beaches and not having to wait for any amenities, restaurants. Again, it's COVID time, but even if it wasn't, the campsite's full. Just nobody comes to the beach for some reason. So one of the top things that you can do in Newport is go see the lighthouse. It's pretty trippy. You can just barely make out that there's a lighthouse up here because of the dense fog, which is just crazy because it's right there and we can barely even see it. Alright, so we are here at Devil's Churn. Come out here, they got this really cool, if the tide's in, they have these really cool formations where the water just blasts off them. And if you come here during the stormy time of year, that's pretty awesome. So we'll see, hopefully we'll get some decent views and see what we can find here. We're down at Thor's Well, otherwise known as Cook's Chasm, waiting for the sunset. We've got about 45 minutes. It's warm. Down here in the salt water, and it just got everywhere, which is unfortunate because we didn't get any good shots out of it. But what do they say in gambling, right? It's you win some, you lose some. It definitely we definitely lost in regards to finding any good shots, but I think Kim probably took better shots with her phone than I got with my camera.
The Nye Beach turnaround connects one of Newport's favorite neighborhoods to miles of sandy beach and is a great place to park your car while you explore. Visit the many shops and galleries that are nestled together in the neighborhood and stop by for some coffee, candy, or ice cream along the way. Nye Beach is also home to a variety of amazing restaurants which offer diverse culinary delights and several local bars that are perfect for a relaxing drink after your adventures. This beach is ideal for setting out your blanket, flying a kite, building a sandcastle, and making a fire to roast hot dogs or s'mores. Alright, so that was Nye Beach, which is located in Newport as well. It's the beach access area that they have, and so they have a little town there with some restaurants and some shops and what have you. It's a nice little area, and what's funny is Kim and I have been coming to Newport for decades, and we had no idea this was even down here. I think Kim's parents might have told us about it, and came down one time, and we're always kind of curious that Newport didn't have a lot of beach access. They had the downtown historic area that we always went to and, you know, see the sea lions and some of that stuff, but didn't even realize that they had the beach access down here. And so it wasn't just till a couple years ago we actually found out about this place. So they got a nice brewery down there, and then a lot of places where you can actually walk on the beach, and then you can actually see the lighthouse from down there. So pretty neat spot. I'm gonna get up real close to this mic because it is the Oregon coast and it's windy. So if you come to visit the Oregon coast, bring some rain gear and some wind gear. Heading down for sunset. Just me, myself, and I tonight. Kim's gonna hang out back at the campfire
because it's going to be a windy and a cold one, and we still have another hour or so before sunset, so trying to get all set up and trying to get a good shot. Looks like we got some decent cloud cover tonight. Got a lot of these sand dunes down here, which is actually really neat. Like we mentioned before, you don't really see this very often unless you get way down on the southern Oregon coast. I didn't even know they had sand dunes out here, but the wind is just wicked, so it makes sense. It actually blows so hard it actually turns the sand into hard balls, which I took a photo of one, which was pretty neat. That just shows you how hard the wind gets blowing down here. Beautiful sunset. That's what the good thing about coming to the Oregon coast in the summer is the sunsets. You can get them any time of year, but in the summertime at least you're somewhat guaranteed as long as you come during a decent week or what have you. So I'm out here just about 8 o'clock at night, and there's not a single soul on this beach but me. I mean, I am the only one for miles. I can't see anybody else out here. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of surreal. It's like getting up really early before everybody else and getting out and about and just not seeing another soul. And what's funny is that it was a beautiful sunset, and even during the sunset there was probably 20 people total that I could see, you know, in my range. So not the most busy beach on the Oregon coast, that's for sure. So if you're looking for some privacy, definitely check out Nye Beach.